Great afternoon, Comfort Killers. I am so happy that you are here with me today. I am Stacey A. Cross, and there is no E in my name, and I just want to bring you a quick, solid, awesome, intuitive, detailed book review about this book right here. And I know you see my stickies all over the place because it's that good. I now use it as a reference book. This is The Expert Secrets by Russell Brunson. The first book of his was .com Secrets. Here's a quick backstory on how I was able to obtain this book before anyone else. Well, let's just keep it right here, okay? Russell doesn't know I already have the book, and I'm trying to get this review out before they catch on. So I was at the 10X Growth Con putting on a documentary for my company, The Comfort Killers, and you could actually watch that documentary if you just log on to 10xgrowthcondocumentary.com. 10X Growth Con was a star-studded, influencer-studded event put on by Grant Cardone. I do have a show on Grant Cardone TV, and that's called The Comfort Killers, and you can check that out at grantcardonetv.com/Comfort Killers, or just log on to comfortkillers.com for everything here. So I'm over there filming, I'm talking to people, I'm networking, I'm just in and out. Russell Brunson was up next to speak. Unfortunately, I didn't catch his whole speech. I walked in there maybe about 5 minutes before he finished. But when I walked in and sat down, I saw everyone getting up. They were getting up and they were ready to purchase. They were ready to purchase ClickFunnels. And I said to myself, what the hell is going on? It was so influential. It was so direct. The call to action was so real that the person I went with, he's in real estate. His name is Thelonious C. Jones. He looked at me, tapped my shoulder. He says, Stace, I gotta go get this ClickFunnels. I was like, I didn't hear the speech. So I'm like, why? Okay, why do you want to go get it? He was like, man, yo, this is what I need. This is what my business needs right now. And he got up, he jet off, and he went to the side of the room where they were swiping. I'm sitting there, I'm thinking, first of all, what the hell? Second of all, how the hell? Third of all, who the hell? I wanted to know how Russell was able to persuade, was able to move, was able to share his message that was so influential, whatever it was, that had a heavy call to action. I left the 10X Growth Con with one thing in mind. I still didn't even go back to watch his speech. That's the only thing that's on my to-do list that I gotta do. I gotta go back and watch Russell's speech. So I came back and I was like, oh man, so I need to go purchase some books of people that I heard or whatever. I just need some information. So I logged on Amazon.com and I purchased .com Secrets and Relentless with Tim Grover and maybe one or two other books. I don't think I purchased this book, or maybe I did. Maybe I pre-ordered it. I don't know. So I might have purchased it. Who knows? And so I got the .com Secrets, got Relentless. I got everything in the mail. And I was like, yes, I'm pumped up. But I was already reading like 3 other books. So I wanted to make sure I was finished with those books for the quarter before I go into .com Secrets. There's a science to it, is what I put it. And I was just showing in one of my Facebook lives on Facebook, and you can find us there, The Comfort Killer, Stacey A. Cross on everything. Okay, Stacey A. Cross. And I showed this book in one of my lives. Like, I was just like, oh yeah, and read a book or something, And they hit me up, the people that were watching, my audience, my Comfort Killer, said, Stacey, how did you get that book? In fact, I got a phone call after that live was published. I got a phone call from my production team member who was at GrowthCon herself, who is familiar with ClickFunnels, who is familiar with Russell Brunson and what he has done in the community for entrepreneurs. Called me and said, Stacey, how the hell did you get that book? It doesn't come out until June. And I said, what do you mean? What book? This book? And she said, yeah, it hasn't come out till June. It doesn't come out till June. And I said, well, I just went to Amazon. Honestly, I don't know. This book showed up in the mail. And other people are saying, how did you get it? So that made me think, why do I have it? Why did it show up? And it didn't show up with the other package. It showed up separately on a Sunday. Like it was by itself. It was up just at my doorstep. So I put it, when things like that happen to me, and I don't know if you are aware or self-aware or conscious of what's going on, I put it as, I must have been asking myself a question that this book could answer. And I was. I did the GrowthCon documentary. I'm moving into the next phase of my business, moving into the next phase of how I am coming off as a leader, how I'm coming off as an influencer, my content, how I got to pull my people in, how I got to create this movement, how do I get that business model that's the core of the Comfort Killers, putting it to a whole different avenue. I've been asking myself this. In fact, I've been having a lot of meetings with my team in how do we move from this personal development, self-improvement, targeting the unmotivated to target a whole different niche. So I read it. And what I found in here was a book that was written for me. So first of all, before I get into this, I want to thank Russell Brunson. Well, first of all, I want to thank the universe for embedding that to Russell Brunson. See, the universe conspires for you, for me. The universe conspires to make things happen once you make a decision. Once you have a solid decision made in your head, you don't have to worry about how. You only have to worry. You don't even have to worry, but you only have to know that your answer is already there. See, in the atmosphere, thoughts are there. It's the ethereal. And I don't want to get too woozy for you, but it's an ethereal. When I think, it's an energy, it's a vibration that's out now in the universe, inside the atmosphere. If someone's thinking in that room over there, I could pull their thoughts out of their head and put it in my head. Try it sometime. So that's how you find solutions. All right? So I always say, if I need a solution, I'm just going to pull one out of the atmosphere. Try that. So that's what I did with this. And now I'm realizing that I'm on the right path. A lot of the questions that I've been asking for my business, and I know this could help in your business, this is the book for it. Because there's a lot of coaches, there's a lot of consultants, there's a lot of experts, there's a lot of people teaching what they know. And you don't have to be a total 10,000 hours, 10 years, 5-year expert. You only have to know a chapter ahead of the people you are teaching, the people you are coaching, the people that is in your community. So the name of my company is The Comfort Killers. It's a company developed off of personal development and self-improvement. The products that I have is for personal development and self-improvement. Now, being a comfort killer, it could be in any industry. You could be in the health industry, health and fitness. You could be in the wellness. You could be in relationship building. You could be in straight up entrepreneurship, business, anywhere. You could kill comfort in any form of industry. You could be a landscaper killing comfort, don't you think? So the first thing I noticed, and I'm going to just go over some things with you. In order to build this is the underground playbook. In order to build your movement, the secret is to understand that you have a gift. And your gift is to help as many people, okay, know what you know in order to better their lives. So the first thing I underlined here is, and which means so much to me, is, let me try to get that real quick. Let me try to get it. And the riches are in niches. I just passed that. The riches are in niches. And it's so funny because Hank Norman in the 10X GrowthCon said that to me. The riches are in the niches. So here we are. Let me just go to it because I want to give you some details about this book. All right. So this is what did it for me, and I knew I was in the right path. And as you can see, I highlighted it here. It says Robert Allen, and we know who Robert Allen is. Not Robert Allen. Okay, it says at some point we realize the only way to keep growing isn't to learn more, but instead to shift our focus from personal growth to contribution. That's not Robert Allen. I went to the wrong quote, but I want you to hear that. At some point, we realize that the only way to keep growing isn't to learn more, but instead to shift our focus from personal growth to contribution. And then that made me think, man, I got 3 books to read. I want to learn about this. And then I realized it's not for me to learn more. I've already listened to the podcast. I've already read tons of books. I've already written an ebook. I've already mastered some levels of mind mastery, of mindset mastery. Now, in order for me to grow to the next level, and you guys, you'd have to turn around and add something to someone else, to contribute. So I think that was the line that I saw that did it for me in this book. When I saw that line, I was like, holy smokes, that's what it is. That's what I've been missing. So there's 2 types of expert businesses. And if you're an expert, you just teach what you know. I think everyone is an expert at living. You're an expert in breathing. You're an expert in life, okay? And you have something to offer. And it is important what you have to offer. And sometimes you could think, oh man, I don't know anything. You probably are great at knitting. You know how many people would love to learn how to knit? Especially a niche. All right? So there are two types of expert business. Selling informational products, right? And the second is leveraging information products to grow an existing company. So that's like the affiliate. You know, a lot of Grant Cardone has an affiliate. ClickFunnels has an affiliate. Like, you could leverage information that's not yours. You can leverage that product and make that and fuel yourself, right? So here's some things that I got out of this book, and the first one is creating a mass movement. Now, I'm lucky because I created luck. Yeah, I created the luck. But I'm lucky because I have a company called the Comfort Killers, right? A lot of people's company may be Cyanide Pest Control. Who knows? Cyanide Pest Control. What's the movement that's in that? You know, the Comfort Killers is already, the name is saying that you belong to something. You identify with something. And you know what my whole goal was, if no one could talk about killing comfort, no one could talk about killing comfort, no one could talk about getting uncomfortable. I just got an email from Elena Cardone. Elena, we're going to have an interview. We're going to do an interview. If you know who Elena Cardone is, share this right now. But yeah, so the Comfort Killer is already ahead in this book. And what this book done for me was solidify that I'm on the right path, but it helped me identify where I could grow more. So in finding out your submarkets and your niche, this book is great at that. So here's just one piece of information that I think that anyone will love once they start reading it. Now, the reason that I went into this book is because I wanted to know how Russell was able to persuade an audience. And here is the answer right here. And I'm going to give that to you right now. Now, it's a gentleman, and let me see if I can find... I want to say the right name. I don't want to freaking mess this up. But let me just go to my downloads, because when I read a book, and if he mentions, like all books that you read, if they mention a name or somewhere where they got the information, go to that person. Go to the source. So if he mentions someone and I'm like, oh, damn, who's this person? Because obviously he took this from somewhere else. So all I did was go to Blair Warren is the guy. It's called the One Sentence Persuasion Course. And it's just a quick course. And pretty much it said here, encourage their dreams. This is how you persuade someone. You encourage their dreams. You justify their failures. You allay their fears. You confirm suspicions. And you throw rocks at enemies. So that's how I read. Now I want to know deeper than that. Now this whole section here under persuasion and what he took while he's on stage, this whole section was taken from Blair Warren. So if you want to go to Blair Warren and check it out, because I actually checked his stuff out and it's awesome. He has a quick PDF, and I'm going to throw the PDF in our Comfort Killers private group on Facebook. If you're on Facebook, just go to the private group. So the first secret is how you build a mass movement. Secret 2 is the cause, right? There has to be some future vision that people could identify with. Now, the Comfort Killers, a future for Comfort Killers is a life, living a successful life. You're on a journey. It's a journey that doesn't end. It's a journey to abundance, a journey to fruitfulness, a journey to thinking better, a journey to feeling better, a journey to energy, a journey to having developed the best relationships ever known to man, a journey to having a fun life, a fun, exciting, vibrant life. It's a journey that we're on. That's the future. That's the vision for Comfort Killers. So every day we're living that, all right? Every day we're answering those pieces. We're picking up those pieces to live that. So that's that. Creating a mass movement, and then baby, you have a cause. Now, Russell goes on to say, how do you get this vision started in your company? How do you go about that? And he created that for me. And let me just give you a couple quick things that I highlighted. Where there is no vision, people will perish. You have to present a new opportunity, right? And it has to align with that of a name. Now, the comfort killers, what are we? It's I am a comfort killer. I can identify with that. Okay? How could you identify that? Because I kill comfort on a daily basis. I get up, get out, and get it done. Now, killing comfort could mean that you wake up only a half an hour before your normal time of waking up. You have just killed comfort on time. It could mean that you're smiling more. It could mean that you turn off the radio, turn off Netflix, stop watching baseball and focus on this, learning a new language. That's what killing comfort is. It's doing the opposite of what you have been doing to get where you currently are, okay? Then we go into self-identity in your company. And having a manifesto. And that's what I'm actually writing. And this is why this is important to me. And when I got it, I knew it was the universe giving me an answer. It's because I was writing the Comfort Killers Manifesto as we speak. Now, when I come over to here and he said, Russell, have a manifesto. I'm like, okay, all right, what universe? Thank you. So that's pretty much what it is. Secret 3 is the new opportunity. Now that you've developed that, you developed your strengths, you know that you are gold, right? Because you are an expert. What are you going to do? What's the opportunity that you're going to give your people? Because they're thirsty. They want more. They want to live. They want to breathe. They want to be down with you. You're their leader and they want to hear it from you. You give them a new opportunity. So you give them a vehicle of change, So before, there were other vehicles. Like you could have a online course. That's a vehicle. A podcast. That's a vehicle. ClickFunnels. That's a vehicle, right? That's his vehicle. A book. A vehicle, right? Music. A CD. A DVD. PDFs. These are all vehicles that'll carry your message. A vehicle is something that'll carry that change, right? So this is what he explains in here. So then he goes in to say, improvement is hard, right? Most people have tried to improve in the past. It's not their fault. And you learn that from persuasion. Say, it's not your fault. Desire versus ambition. What they really want. Because it turns the spotlight off of you, the leader. That's what this is teaching me. And put it on the people. Put it on your movement. Put it on your niche. It's what they want. So you have to figure out, what do they want? How do they increase their status? How are you going to get them what they want? You don't want them to feel stupid. So perceived status is the new opportunity, right? Status decrease and status increase. And this will tell you more about that. And I think this is a great chapter to dive in and get your head in. Because there's a lot to learn about the opportunity piece of this. And the secret 4 is the opportunity switch. And there's tons of other secrets here. And I want you to know that this book, and I just wanted to come on here because this is my own personal thing. When I do this, I do it for me, like self-discovery type of stuff. This book has landed in my lap and has taught me so much than the entire catalog of books that I've read this year. And I want to thank Russell Brunson for writing this book. I want to thank the universe for allowing him to write this book and giving him the gifts, because this came to my doorstep early, 2 months early, and it came for a reason. It came because I needed it. I'm an expert in my industry. I am the #1 comfort killer, and I am teaching millions how to get uncomfortable, to think better, live better, and act better. Do you want this book? Do ya? Do you want to know what's in this book? I'm sure you do. Down here, click the link, pre-order this book. Tell Russell that I said, thank you. I am Stacey A. Cross, and there is no E in my name. Until next time, comfort killer.